Seemingly overnight, Post Malone became a music and pop culture sensation. There is one particular aspect of the Grammy nominee that gets perhaps even more attention than his music, however, and that's his tattoos.
I don't know if you realize you have a couple tattoos.
But what do they all mean? Here's the story behind Posty's most mysterious face tattoos, as well as the surprising impact they've had on the world around him. While Post Malone started his journey of face inking with a small barbed wire inked around his hairline and the tiny smiley face underneath his right eye, the singer got his first substantial face tattoo in December 2017. Opting to ink the words "Stay Away" on top of his right eyebrow, Malone had fans convinced that he was paying tribute to Lil Peep, who had died of an accidental overdose the month before. The late rapper was known for his face tattoos, including a similarly styled cursive tattoo in the same spot. Given the fact that Malone had already paid tribute to his friend by getting a portrait of Peep inked on his arm, many believed he was just continuing to pay his respects. Unfortunately, those theories missed the mark. The singer set the record straight to a TMZ paparazzo, joking, "I just kind of wanted, I don't know, to piss my mom off. I know she's really upset, but I love you so much, Mama. You're the best."
My mom loves them.
She does?
No.
Of course not.
But,
She hates it, but...
Pressed to reveal the real inspiration behind Stay Away, Malone finally admitted, quote, "It's f***ing song lyrics." It turns out the tattoo was indeed a tribute to the Nirvana song of the same name. It was also a reminder to live in the moment. Malone continued, "I figured, how ignorant could I be and just f***ing tattoo my face? You know what I mean? And just have fun. You only live once, man." Whatever your reaction to Post Malone's face tattoos may be, it's hard to argue with the fact that his growing collection is helping to normalize the idea of an inked face. And because one script tattoo on his face simply wasn't enough, Post Malone followed up Stay Away with 2 more massive face tattoos in June 2018. The word "always" under his right eye and the word "tired" under his left. Speaking about his inspiration with capital Extra, the Circles hitmaker revealed the choice words actually had nothing to do with insomnia, but rather with aesthetics.
I tried to do something that's relatively the same length of letters.
Oh, is that what you get?
Yeah, but I guess tired is, or always is more letters than tired.
Exactly.
Post Malone has never done anything by the books, so it's not all that surprising to learn that he had a rather strange hobby growing up: sword collecting. When asked about the tattoo going down the right side of his face, Malone told Capital Extra that it's not merely a dagger, but rather a very specific sword that plays into his love of all things medieval.
The William Wallace Claymore Special.
So that you will be swinging that. That's a real. That's
because I
real
like
shit.
swords and.
That passion hasn't faded any with age. As it turns out, Malone is still purchasing new pieces regularly. He told that outlet that he recently bought a katana and uses it to slice up watermelons in his backyard. He explained, "That shit is awesome. I love playing with swords." In July 2018, Post Malone decided to upset his mom once more and got another major addition to his face tattoo collection. This time around, he took time out from a trip to Japan to visit Three Tides Tattoo in Tokyo, where he opted for a massive piece on his left temple. Done by artist Ganji, the finished design looked like an abstract take on traditional Japanese waves. And while it's not one of Malone's more subtle works, it definitely has a unique appeal. Three Tides Tattoo posted a video of the moment to Instagram, showing Malone lying down, covering his eyes with a tissue. Upon seeing himself in the mirror for the first time, the Go Flex singer only had one thing to say.
Oh, yeah. That's f***ing sick.
Ganji also shared a photo of the fresh ink on his own Instagram page, which he captioned with 2 black heart emojis. He also revealed that while Malone was in the shop, he got a second tattoo, a Japanese demon on his right arm. You only live once, right? In November 2018, Malone added another tattoo to his collection, an Ace of Spades playing card on top of a Queen of Hearts to his forehead, just above the infamous Stay Away script. Post Malone's face tattoos have become such a major part of his identity that temporary versions of his facial ink are now a popular merch item. The singer sells his own version, dubbed the Hollywood's Bleeding Face Tattoo Pack, for $15 at his online store. For most people, that's a much better option than the real thing.
This is a real tattoo!
So the question is, what's next for Post Malone? Well, if you think Malone is running out of real estate on his face, think again. When asked by Capital Extra in July 2018 if he had any plans to keep getting his mug tattooed, he didn't hesitate in confirming that he wasn't done yet. After all, this is the man who's gone from having no visible face ink before September 2017 to sporting a massive collection of 10 face tattoos and counting in just 2 years. So what could possibly be next? When Capital Extra tried to find out what his next designs would be, Malone confessed,
I don't know. I just kind of freeball it.
Might as well.
check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.